Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 12 of the 21-day program. My name is Shalini. I'm joining you from Oxford, England, and I'm a physician. I have been practicing and enjoying Sahaja Yoga for the past 3 decades. So I say always earlier the better you start. So, firstly, I would like to remind you to start, get your foot soak ready. And here you can see. Well, those of you who are here for the very first time, you can check the website and you will get all the information for the past few days that we have been sharing. You can also ask for a mentor, and mentor is somebody who can answer your questions, who can, whatever you experience on your fingers and your hands, you can talk to them about it. And I think it's very important to have a mentor. It's something which helped me in Sahaja Yoga. I also would like to make an announcement that, we have been asked by many seekers what would happen once 21-day program is over. So we will have a pause of 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, we will start our sessions only twice a week, every Wednesday and every Sunday at the same time. Now, coming to today's session, the agenda is that, yesterday we spoke about the Muladhara chakra, which is a chakra of our innocence and our purity, our grounding. And today we will talk about the Swadhishthana chakra, which is a chakra in these modern times, very important for our attention, pure desire. And I think I would say for our spiritual ascent. So I hope you enjoy the session and learning the technique to be thoughtless. Sahaja Yoga is always free, and I would like you to attend enjoy this session with our presenters. We have 4 presenters in total. So I would like to invite them and introduce you to those presenters. Hi, Hugo.
Hello everyone.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And Abhishek. Hi, Abhishek.
Hello.
So I would like you to introduce yourself and let us know what else do you do other than Sahaja Yoga.
Yes, I can. Yeah, Hugo, you can go.
Start. So my name is Mary. I live in France and I'm a dentist. And I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga since I was a child. For my parents, were practicing Sahaja Yoga before I was born. So here you go.
So very nice.
Abhishek, you want to go?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. My name is Abhishek, and I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for the past 10 years, a bit more. I'm an engineer by profession, and I work with wind energy. And currently, I live in Denmark, but I come from India, south of India. And today, I'll be playing some music for you all. So I hope you have a good session today, and hope you can find the peace from within.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And I think I will ask Hugo to start with the first session of meditation.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shalini. I will quickly introduce myself. My name is Hugo. I'm Mary's husband, and we live in Bordeaux in France. I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for 8 years now, and I'm a cinematographer and trying to become a film director. So of course, the Swadhishthana is very important for me as an artist, trying to be an artist. I will quickly talk about the Swadhishthana, but very quickly for us to enjoy meditation as much as possible and do the foot soak together. But first of all, so the Swadhishthana is responsible for the creativity inside of us. As you saw in the previous courses, we have 3 channels, so 3 aspects of the Swadhishthana. The left aspect, which we call the left Swadhishthana, which is our pure desire, pure knowledge. The right Swadhishthana, which is our pure attention, and the center Swadhishthana, which is the creativity, as I told you. Let's just remember, spend easily that pure attention is only to have attention inside of us and inside of our spiritual ascent, on our spirit inside of us. And this is a pure desire. Let's just remember that for tonight, and it will be fine. But creativity is something that we can go deeper in the Q&A at the end of this session, and I will be glad to share if you have any question about that. But it's a lot about, as you can see, inspiration and being dynamic in your art that you perform. Perhaps you like to dance, but perhaps you paint, yes, any art, like you play music. The Swadhishthana will help you a lot, being more inspired and working things out more spontaneously, and take a lot of joy actually, because it will be easier for you to play music, to dance, etc. So it's very important to keep our Swadhishthana balance. All right, so I will invite everyone to put your feet in the foot soak, and we can start the meditation. You have everything prepared, your towel, your bottle. So I will do it with you. And as soon as you have your feet in your foot soak, we can raise our Kundalini and take a bandhan, make a bandhan. Let's only try to slowly put our attention on the Sahasrara, on the top of our head. And we make a bandhan. So when you do the bandhan, just go above the top of your head, as if you spray the Kundalini around you. Okay, so we're going to close our eyes. And first of all, we're going to try to relax. Because meditation is effortlessly. It has to be effortless. Otherwise, we cannot grow. So to help you being effortless, we can put both our hands towards the Mother Earth. as if we surrender completely. We can take deep breath in, breathe out slowly. And every time you breathe out, you can lower your shoulders, relax. Surrender yourself to this mother Kundalini inside of us. And the more we give ourselves to her, the more she can work things out. So let's try to put our attention on the top of our head, on the Sahasrara chakra. And just feel the Kundalini from our sacred bone to the top of our head. And if you have thoughts, please just watch them. Please be a witness. Do not get into your thoughts, but just watch them. And the more you watch your thoughts, the faster they will go away. And the faster we can get back to this surrendering state where you can feel joy. Actually, it's a lot of joy because it's effortless. And you know, silence inside of us is something that it is very important for the Swadhisthana. It is the first chakra to benefit from silence. He loves silence, as Shri Mataji used to say. And this will increase our creativity, inspiration, when we are complete silence inside of ourselves. Okay, we're gonna put back our left hand on our left nap, and with the right hand we're gonna do some bendans on ourselves. So for example, you all know how to do a bendan. So on the Swadhisthana, which is just a few inches below the navel, you can do some bendans. Okay, so the left hand on the left nap, and with the right hand we can do some bendans on our center Swadhisthana. I will put back my screen. So just do some bandhans without thinking. It's very important just not to visualize anything. Not to try to imagine energy turning or whatever. It's really thoughtless that we have to do those techniques that will help balance our Swadhisthana. So whenever you feel, you can do few turns, like 3 turns, and then take as if you took some negativity and throw it in the foot soak, in the water. So 1, 2, 3, and then you take and you throw in the water. Yeah, as if you take some negativity away. Okay, now let's do the same on our left Swadhisthana. So let me put back the screen for you. Here, we're gonna do 3 turns and then up, throw in the water. Let's keep our attention on our Sahasrara, on the top of our head, witnessing how we feel when we do those bandhans. Perhaps you can feel your left thumb, because it is the one who is connected to the Swadhisthana, where we can feel our Swadhisthana, which means it's working out. It's the Kundalini is working on the Swadhisthana right now. We are just helping the Kundalini, asking her, please come in the Swadhisthana. So we're going to do the same on the right Swadhisthana now. If I put back my screen, up, right Swadhisthana, and then we put it in the water. 3 circles, and we give away negativity. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing, the bandhans, but on our void. So the void, as you saw, is the big circle surrounding the 3rd chakra, the Nabi chakra, that you will see tomorrow. But we're going to just do those bandhans today, only this. As if we help turning in the right order. And same, it has to be thoughtless. Just witnessing Now we can do the same. We can do 3 circles and then put in the water. Okay. So now, with our right hand, we're only gonna try to bring and to help our Kundalini going higher and higher up to the Sahasrara. We're gonna do it 3 times, starting from the Muladhara chakra and like this, slowly, on the top of our head. Last time, last one. And then, still with our right hand, we're gonna put it on our head. Yes, you can see me, it's good. And we're gonna massage a little bit ourselves. Can press a little bit harder, going clockwise. And then I'm going to ask you to raise your hand a little bit above your head, just few centimeters above, and let's try to feel something. But it's okay if you do not feel, don't worry. But some of you might experience the cool breeze of our Kundalini, or perhaps something warmer, or any other thing. Just we can talk about this later. We encourage you to talk about what you feel, what you experience. Let's put back our right hand on our nap and try to feel with our left hand this time. As if our attention would be between our hand and our head, in this space. And this is a very subtle thing. When the Kundalini pierces through our fontanelle, okay, let's put back our hand on our left nap. So both hands open, palms toward the sky. And we are just gonna enjoy the last few minutes of silence within ourselves to prepare ourselves to listen to Shri Mataji. So again, if you have any thoughts, just become the witness of them, just watch them. And as soon as you can, put back your attention on your Kundalini, on the top of your head. And let her bring you into this thoughtless awareness state of meditation, of yoga. Okay, so we can take away our feet from the foot soak, wash them with the water, dry them with the paper or if you have a towel, and then you can empty your foot soak later because we're gonna listen to Shri Mataji's talk in a few minutes. And trying to get this state, to keep this thoughtless state. I hope you enjoy the foot soak. And when you are ready, we can listen to Shri Mataji's talk.
There has been never such confusion in the minds of human beings as it is today, as to the right or wrong. Never so much. Whatever was said, this was not good, they would do, knowingly that they are doing wrong. If they were good people, they would say, all right, this is good, we'll do the good. But everybody knew that this was wrong or right. They may do it. But today, no one knows what is wrong and what is right. Apart from wrong and right, it's much beyond that. You have to know yourself. Because this awareness is within us that we do not know ourselves. We do not know the absolute. We live in a relative world. Of this, everybody seems to be conscious, maybe in the subconscious or maybe in the unconscious. But definitely there's a feeling in every one of us that we do not know. And it's a very honest feeling. It's a very sublime feeling that we have to know something more. Now when we say the word know, we think as if I would say, I don't know about Derbyshire, I've never been there. Now this means what? I don't know about Derbyshire. I mean, what don't I know about Derbyshire? I can read it in the books, I can find out. I can know all the history of Derbyshire. I can find out who are the people who were making beautiful porcelain here. I can find out all about their history, everything I can read about it. Still, why should I say I don't know anything about Derbyshire? Because I have not been to Derbyshire before. I have not been to Derby. I have not been to this area. I have not seen this place. I have not visited it. I have had no experience of this place, so I don't know about it. This is exactly what is the situation. The situation is that we do not know about the divine. We have read about it. We have heard about it. So many people have written about it. Once they know there's an inquiry about it, they come out with books. Books after books, thousands of books they have written. How many of them are true and how many of them are untrue? It is impossible to find out because we do not actually know. Supposing somebody says that Duke of Bedford was born in Derbyshire. All right, how will I know? I would not know till I meet somebody who is really belonging to that place, who knows about it. In the same way, the knowledge that we have also about divine is very confusing. But this is not knowledge. This is never the knowledge. The idea of knowledge comes to us as if it is a kind of an answer to our inquiries which is rational, which we can understand intelligently through our intelligence. But now this area is beyond intelligence, beyond rationality. Beyond all that is limited is the unlimited area. All such unlimited areas can be only known by experience of your awareness. Now this one should understand is a very delicate thing, how to know something, an experience of our awareness. Not an experience you suddenly see a light, so it's an experience. I mean, you can always see a light. It's so great. The people feel about it that they have seen some light suddenly sparking before them. Nothing so great. There could be some areas from there a sparking can come, and maybe it is of no use to you, but just you might feel that you have experienced. So one must know that seeing is not experiencing. For example, a dog sees this instrument. But what does he know about it? He sees it. Awareness, the human awareness, has so many great things about itself compared to the animal awareness. For example, we can say the awareness of beauty, animals don't have. Awareness of cleanliness, animals don't have. Human beings have these built within themselves. They can feel it. They can feel it on their central nervous system. So whatever is your awareness is to be felt on your central nervous system. It's not just an imaginary thing or an intellectual discussion. Yes, I know, I do. Not that. The knowledge should come to you through your feelings. Like, I can feel this is hot or cold. But a stone will not feel anything. In the same way, the feeling has to come through your central nervous system. That means your awareness itself has to be charged. It has to get a new dimension. Your awareness itself has to get a new dimension. All other experiences has no meaning whatsoever in evolution, if you see. In evolutionary process, it is the awareness that improves, receives better and better dimensions. And these dimensions have reached its maximum at the time when you become a human being, where your awareness is just ready to receive the awareness of the universal being, of the collective being, so that you become the collective being. Now, I would like to tell you about this within ourselves, how we are placed. For every practical purposes, you should not take me for granted. But you should not also deny what I tell you. It's like entering into a new university. We listen to the professor and we try to follow him. Supposing he propounds a hypothesis before you, then you just start judging it. Work it out. If it is true, then you call it a law. In the same way, we should enter into this new understanding by first seeing it, not denying it. Then if it is true, then we have to believe it. There should be no blind faith about Sahaja Yoga. Blind faith does not help at all. Neither there should be a denial. And with that cheerful attitude, if you just listen to me as a hypothesis, whatever I'm telling you, you need not accept it as truth just now. But then the time has come for me to prove the truth to you. And the truth can be proved to you. Time has come to prove the existence of God. To prove. Not prove that I give you a big lecture or take you to courts or some sort of a thing like that. But how am I going to prove it? On your awareness. It is going to be absolute experience of your awareness that you are going to feel God Almighty. Time has come to prove the scriptures, all the scriptures. The time has come to prove your own connection with God, your own relationship with Him, your own relationship with that primordial being, whether you call it God or anything, it makes no difference to God Himself. Whether you call Him by any name, there is God. And that God is not the way you conceive God. It's not the way you understand God or you know God, but is the God as He is.
We can take our attention to the top of our head in our fontanel bone area. And let's just massage this area gently. And stay in meditation for some time. We can listen to this piece of music that is going to be played, and then try to keep our attention on the top of our head and observe our palms, what is happening there.
Thank you, Abhishek, for this beautiful music. So now we can continue into a very short guided meditation on Swadhisthana chakra. So for everyone, we can get back into meditation, close your eyes if you wish to. And we're going to put our right hand on the left part of our torso, on the junction between our torso and our left leg. So here we're going to put our attention on the left aspect of the Swadhisthana chakra. And here is where our desires are generated. And we can ask our inner energy, our Mother Kundalini, to enlighten our desires. Please, Mother Kundalini, enlighten my desires. Please allow me to be free from greed, materialism, or any desires that lead me away from satisfaction, balance, and joy. My only desire is to be truly in peace at all times, in harmony with others, with myself, and to see the beauty of who I am, the beauty of my spirit. Mother Kundalini, please allow me to get rid of any frivolous desires that prevent me from growing. So now we can put our attention on the center aspect of the Swadhisthana and put our hand just underneath our navel. And this is the center of our creativity, where our creativity is generated. So here we can ask very humbly, Mother Kundalini, please allow my creativity to blossom. Please allow me to express my creativity in a beautiful way. Please let my skills to improve in my field, whether it's sales, engineering, teaching, so that I'm able to express my creativity in my work every day. With your support, Mother Kundalini, I'm able to expand my capacity to learn new skills, new knowledge in any field possible. We can put back our right hand on our lap and put our left hand on the right aspect of the Swadhishthana chakra, so on the right part of our body and on the junction between our leg and our torso. So this is the center of our attention. And here we can ask our inner energy to help us take back control of our attention. Please, Mother Kundalini, liberate my attention from all my thoughts, past and future, from all distractions, from all social media and screens, from every little thing that stops us, that prevents me from staying in the present moment, from enjoying the present moment. Mother Kundalini, with your support, truly, I'm capable of disciplining my attention. Please, Mother Kundalini, enlighten my attention. And please help me to stay in thoughtless awareness. We can put back our hand on our lap. We can now bring our attention on the top of our head. With the right hand, we can massage the top of our head slowly, gently, and invite our Kundalini to come up to the center, the Sahasrara chakra. And help us to stay in complete silence inside. We can bring our hand a few centimeters above our head. And simply watch, observe what happens in this little space between our head and our hand. And put back our hand on our lap. and stay a few minutes in silence, keeping our attention above our head. So we can end this meditation and raise our Kundalini 3 times. Once for our left channel, once for the center, and once for the right channel. And fix our attention above our Sahasrara, above our head. The second time, we do 2 knots. And the third time, we'll do 3 knots above our head. And then we can do the protective bandhan 7 times for each chakra. So for the second chakra, the Swadhishthana, and then the third, the fourth, the heart, the fifth on the neck, the sixth on the forehead, and the seventh on top of our head. I hope you enjoyed the meditation.
All right. So thank you. That was really amazing. Thank you, Hugo, Marie, and Abhishek. The music was very nicely played, Abhishek. Thank you for the guitar. And now we are coming to the end of the session. So tomorrow we will cover the third chakra, that is the Nabi chakra. And this chakra is for us seeking, going deeper in our spiritual growth, evolution. And it's very beautiful that we experience that chakra, the qualities of peace and satisfaction. Next slide. Right. So I think I mentioned this in the beginning. A mentor, you can request a mentor. You can fill out the form. We'll put a message in the post in the Zoom chat here. You can also join a WhatsApp community group. You can receive daily messages. You can get reminders. You can get connected to other Sahaja Yoga practitioners. And you can also access the recorded sessions, handouts, and more on the website. Right, the last bit. You can either join the breakout room. We have Sahaja Yoga practitioners from around 20 plus countries, so you can speak to them in your own language. You can ask questions in whichever language you're coming from, country you're coming from, or you can write a question directly to me, and you can write to the MC, and I'm here to answer your questions along with other presenters. So now I request other presenters to come on board. I hope you all joined. You had a beautiful experience of meditation. and I hope that you continue this journey. Right. So if you have questions, please feel to ask them on the chat. Thank you, Hugo and Marie. It was wonderful.
Thank you, Shalini.
Thank you, Shalini.
So very nice.
Yeah, that was very sweet.
Feels so meditative that I don't feel like talking.
Yes, the same for me.
Love silence.
Yes. Hi, Abhishek. Thank you.
Any question, feel free to ask.
Right. So, whilst we are getting questions on the chat, I actually have a question to any of you, whosoever wish to answer. So how do you understand pure knowledge and pure desire in your own practice of Sahaja Yoga? And if you can give me some example, what does it actually mean?
Does anyone wants to answer? Abhishek or Mary?
Yeah, I can give it a go. So
Yeah.
at least for me, when I grew up before meditation, you can call me, I used to be a bookworm. I used to read a lot of novels and a lot of things about science, and I was more focused on getting all the knowledge in the world. But then after Sahaja Yoga, I realized that all this knowledge, of course, gives me some kind of satisfaction. But the knowledge of myself, knowledge of my roots, is what I actually was seeking through all these things. And this chakra of Swadhishthana, as we know, when we ask for the pure knowledge, as in we are asking for the true knowledge of actually who we are and the true knowledge of our subtle system and our state of our chakras and all these things in a deeper level. So in a way, I got to understand what this word pure knowledge means. Of course, there is knowledge that we learn on a day-to-day basis, but then truly, when we go within ourselves is when we can actually discover our own true potential.
So beautiful. That's so beautiful. And that's why I said in the beginning, younger the better. Abhishek, so well answered. I mean, you're getting this at your age, and I think I also had started very, very young, and it's been a beautiful journey. So yeah, I really relate to what you just mentioned.
How old are you, Abhishek?
I'm 31. I'm not that young.
He looks young.
Yeah.
You look very young.
Yeah. So my next question, let me see what is in the chat. But in the meantime, I'll also ask, my next question is, how have you grown in being able to let go of the control? Everything controls us, everything. Deadlines, family expectations, work pressures, and to let go and to be more dependent on that balanced state. Um, if you have any example, that also would be great. Maybe Marie, if you want to answer that.
How to let go? Well, I think that, as you say, everything controls us, and also we have a tendency to want to control everything. I know that for me it is a tendency. I like when everything is well organized, and I want to anticipate as much as possible. And when things get a little bit more dramatic, you tend to also want to control, but sometimes it's overwhelming and you cannot control. And the moment you just surrender, things usually, the way things happen, when you let go to the divine, it's just simply magical. So I guess that's how you get a taste of the surrendering, the letting go, and then you just want to keep on doing it. So that's how I feel.
So true. So nice. So nice. Thank you. Thank you, Marie. I see some questions on the chat. I'll just quickly ask one more question on the creativity. I think very important. Because when we are bundled with thoughts in our brain, creativity is something that we don't realize gets cut off. So how have you seen creativity manifest since you got your realization? Anybody who wish to answer this?
I think I'm the last one. Is the last question for the last one? No, sure, of course. Uh, so how creativity like got improved? Your question is how my creativity improved as the more I meditate, the more it improves, right? This is what you're asking, Shalini. Um, I guess when you are trying to be an artist, you have to, of course, you are expected to create a new painting, a new, you have to perform, you have to create a new song. For you, Abhishek, who is a musician. So I truly felt for me in my work, especially as a cinematographer, that the more I meditate, the more I balance my Swadhisthana, the easier it is in life at every point, at every stage. And you get inspired spontaneously sometimes. That doesn't mean it is good or bad, but at least you have inspiration. And then as a film director, you have to choose, you have a choice, you have to choose a lot of things. So again, it's not good or bad, but you have choices because you have inspiration. So every time you learn, of course, from all those choices, but I guess it makes life so easy when you meditate because everything, just like Mary said, everything just when you surrender, when you let it go, and then you just adapt yourself to any environment or circumstances, things just works out, spontaneously. And this is when the Swadhisthana, is in silence, and it doesn't bother you with and bombard you with a lot of thoughts and with a lot of thinking and planning and futuristic stuff, and especially in the art, in every field of art, whatever people are doing. Yeah,
Yeah, I think also in science, in every field, in
yeah,
relationship,
of course.
in how you deal with yourself, how do you deal with your family members, everything needs a
Mm.
positive creativity. And
To adapt to situations, to environment, and to kind of create a new situation out of
right, right.
oh what it is. So yeah.
Right. So actually, Hugo, when you were leading the meditation, there's a question
Okay.
that one seeker, Maria, felt a lot of heaviness on her left thumb, and she's asking, does that mean her left Swadhisthana is blocked? Would you like to respond to that question?
Sure. That doesn't mean it is blocked. You have two manifestation of the Kundalini. One is the cool breeze that will tell you that everything is like properly balanced, and then the Kundalini can pierce easily, and you get this cool breeze in your hands, and everything is okay, is balanced, so you can get out of the foot, so can meditate. More easily. But another manifestation is that heaviness that you can feel, the warm that you can feel in the head or on the top of your heads or on your thumb, which means that the Kundalini is working right now to clean if there is something that is unbalanced inside the Swadhisthana. So it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's working out to get you balance, to get the Swadhisthana balance back. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Hugo.
Hmm.
That was wonderful. I have another question. It is from Jason, and he's asking that while in thoughtless meditation, I feel a oneness of energy, and what can you do in this awareness? Can healing and manifestation take place here? So I don't mind responding to this question, and I would say that being a medic, and one thing that happens all the time in our system is these bombardment of over triggered sympathetic systems, right and left. And as we have mentioned in our previous sessions, it when the Kundalini is awakened, it brings you to parasympathetic, and that is the center, the channel which heals all the time. All the time, even if you are not meditating, it is trying to balance you. But once you get your Kundalini awakened, it brings the balance and healing in a very beautiful and subtle way. It is very evident when you meditate, and also when you don't meditate. When you're not meditating, like between two meditations, morning and evening, you can see the manifestation, more more patience, more empathy, distancing yourself from anger or understanding people who are angry and so on. So you get a different perspective, and that is healing, that keeps you younger, keeps you more joyous. And people ask you, why are you so joyous? Why you take things so much in a light way, and it makes your life beautiful. So there is no extent of that healing. It's like a ocean that is so peaceful inside. So yeah, Jason, you can definitely progress yourself in that. And we are here to, support you in your journey if you join any breakout rooms or get a mentor in the future. Right. So there's another question from Archana. Thank you for this session. I was wondering, after this 21 days of meditation, I want to continue daily meditation. Is it possible? Right, of course. As I mentioned, we will have 2 sessions every Wednesday and every Saturday after a pause of 2 weeks. So once 21 days program is over, we will pause for 2 weeks, and then we will have Wednesday and Saturday, Sundays for, I think, I don't know, but for, I think for a few weeks or months. So you can continue. And you can also, we will have a lot of videos that you can follow from the YouTube and do everyday meditation, as Marie and Hugo just showed us. Now moving on to the next question. Right, I'll read it. So meditation is better in silence and sitting with no action. And in Sahaja Yoga, I notice it's a lot of action and movement of hands, thinking about Kundalini and checking sensations. It's a bit distracting to me, but maybe it is just demonstrations. Yes, I think it's a wonderful question, because I have the same feeling, um, because we are doing these 21-day programs, and we have to cover so many chakras, channels, aspects, qualities, that we bring our practitioners, we have this wonderful team today. But when we meditate at home, I can tell about myself, I'm not a person who move a lot of hands or do a lot of affirmations. For me, silent, deep, long meditations is what has taken me to the depth. And I can ask other presenters what they think about it. Anybody who wish to say anything?
I guess we all kind of agree with you that silent meditations are the when you go deeper and deeper, closer to your spirit and to the feeling of oneness that some others like told us in the comments. But again, music or techniques like that can help you getting faster into this meditation state, into the thoughtless awareness. So this is why music is so important in Sahaja Yoga, is because it brings you faster and sometimes closer to this state, to this Sahaj state. And same for the techniques for the bandhans, because sometimes we have a whole day of work, or we went to many places, we saw a lot of people, so it gets you clean more efficiently, and then it's easier to meditate and to get into silence. So you have just to listen to yourself also. This is very important. If you feel like you want to meditate more in silence, just listen to yourself, of course. But this is why those techniques and music is so important in Sahaja Yoga. Yeah.
Right. I think,
I can also add one point to
yes,
that.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, like since you said it's a 21-day program and it's quite condensed and we are trying to give as much as possible to everyone, I would recommend that if you're up in the morning, whenever you wake up, just sit down for 5 minutes as soon as you wake up in that silence, because it is easier than our mind is quite fresh and we've just had a nice nap. And we don't have a lot of thoughts or any agenda on the mind yet. It's clear and it's fresh. So I think it is the most conducive environment to actually meditate in the morning. And then you can actually feel the silence from within. Of course, in the evening as well, you are welcome to do that. But it's just a thing that works best for me is in the mornings as soon as I wake up.
Sounds so cool. Yes. I mean, without any discipline, it won't work. So Abhishek said, morning meditate, and the evening, I think we absorb from the world. And as Hugo mentioned, feel clear and foot soak and go into meditation as you feel. You have to feel it yourself. You become your own master. Maybe last question to Marie. Um, Renuka mentioned that she felt some warm breeze over her head. What does it mean?
Hmm. So, as Hugo said, there is two manifestations to the Kundalini. So the cool breeze is the purest form of the Kundalini, and when the Kundalini goes through the chakras, when she when there is a chakra that is maybe a little bit weakened or a little bit blocked, she nourishes it, and on her way, we have to imagine that Kundalini is a bit like a little flame, a cool flame, and when she goes through the chakras, she cleanses it and burns the blockages, and you can feel the heat from her path. So the heat only means that the Kundalini is working, and that's how it manifests. And then if you continue to meditate, it'll get cooler and cooler. That means that the Kundalini just goes through easily.
So nice. Thank you. Right. So uh, I will take this last one. There's a question from Angie. Not sure if you have ever any of you have heard this from anyone, but the question is very interesting. Um, it says that towards the final meditation, I think that was Marie, she felt a very strong feeling in the bridge of the nose. Does this mean anything? I'll take it because I do also feel it. And me and my husband meditate together, and they very often they reaches a point where I feel something going from my nose, and I ask him, "Do you ever feel it?" And he says no. But to me, it's when I reach that state, I can feel the movement of the Kundalini, and it goes and it makes some sensations. And I think it is nothing but just the movement of the Kundalini. And different people feel in different ways. So nothing strange. It's beautiful that Shri Mataji has created this wonderful platform where whatever is happening inside, we start feeling in different ways. So we are all unique. And this uniqueness is very beautiful that I feel about Sahaja Yoga. I think with that, I think we can end the question answer session, but everyone is welcome to still join the breakout rooms. We will have for another 25-30 minutes. And find a mentor. I would highly recommend having a mentor. The reason I reached my, here where I am is through friends. I made very nice friends who gave me the path to understand the spiritual evolution. Nobody actually in this world tells about spiritual path. Our friends, our normal friends, family, teachers, everybody is teaching about the world. So it is good to have a mentor who can answer your questions. any kind of questions. Yeah, we can respond to them. Good. Thank you, everyone, for joining the session.
Shalini, thank
Beautiful.
you for your
Yes.
beautiful answers also.
Thank you. Thank you. And I hope to meet you all in person as we met last month.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
All right.